What is going on, UFC fans? I'm Jay All Day, and in today's episode of the MMA Business Hour, we're going to discuss a very controversial subject going on in the UFC right now, and that has to do with whether or not heavyweight champion Jon Jones should be stripped of his title. Tom Aspinall has come out publicly a few weeks ago and stated he doesn't understand why Jon Jones is still the champion, and all other champions who get hurt like Jon Jones did are stripped of their title. What are your thoughts? I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to break down both sides of the coin for you right now. Let's get into it. New interim heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall had some very choice words for Jon Jones. I want to go over the conversation he had with Michael Bisping, and we'll kind of formulate our opinion on whether or not we think Jon Jones should be stripped of his title. I think Jon Jones should be stripped from the title, to be honest, because everyone else does when they get injured like that. Aspinall told Michael Bisping, I don't see why he still got it. I don't understand that. I think I should be the real champion right now. Tom Aspinall continues, it's hard to say without sounding rude, but who's asked about Jon Jones and Stipe anymore? Why do we get this legacy fight? And they get to live by their own rules? What's a legacy fight? A retirement fight for a title? I want to fight Stipe, and then I want to fight Jon Jones. I think all this other stuff is rubbish. Stop protecting him now. Stop protecting your boy Jon Jones at the top. If he's injured, get out of the way, and I'll fight Stipe. Tom Aspinall, after he won his interim title, really wanted to get things going because obviously Jon Jones got hurt. He tore his shoulder up pretty bad, and Stipe is already so old. So if they don't fight for another year from now, I mean, Stipe is going to be 43 years old, so I don't know how that fight really makes sense. Jon Jones then had a rebuttal on Twitter. I faced the absolute toughest competition this world has to offer for 15 years. During camp for a title defense, I sustained a major injury that required surgery for the first time in my career. Now I have a newcomer requesting I get my championship stripped. 0 wins over legends, 0 title defenses, and already thinking you can call the shots to Dana? That's hilarious. In my 15-year career, I have seen so many guys who are supposed to be the next big thing. There's ever only been one Jon Jones. Never forget that. Then a few days ago, Tom Aspinall retracted that Jon Jones should be stripped. He's quoted in saying, I don't think he should be stripped. I think Tom Aspinall got a bunch of flack for coming at Jon Jones, so he kind of retracted what he was saying. There's no doubt about it. Jon Jones in his tweet is 100% right. He showed up for main event after main event after main event. Through tons of injuries, he always showed up on fight night forever and always. Here's my opinion on the Jon Jones situation. If Dana White talks to Jon Jones and he only wants to fight Stipe, and after the Stipe fight, whether he wins or loses, he's 100% going to retire, then I think Jon Jones should give the undisputed title to Tom Aspinall. Because, what is the point of him fighting Stipe one time as a legacy fight, and then they're both going to retire anyway? Stipe, I'm 100% sure, no matter what, if he wins or loses this fight, Stipe will never, ever fight again. Because he's going to end up fighting Jon Jones at 43. What is he going to take another year off and fight him when he's 44? I mean, that makes 0 sense to me. And I don't think it makes sense to a lot of UFC fighters, especially the guys in the heavyweight division, right? So if Stipe and Jon Jones want to have this one-off legacy fight, I think they should both step aside and let Tom Aspinall be the heavyweight champion and continue to defend the title as the undisputed heavyweight champion. I don't see him fighting till the fall this year, maybe even in November or December of next year. So you're going to be holding up the heavyweight division for almost 2 years. If Jon Jones is just going to fight Stipe and win, lose, or draw, he's never going to fight again. He really needs to have an honest conversation with himself and Dana White. Does he want to continue to fight? So if he goes out there and beats Stipe, which a lot of people think he will, is he going to defend the title again? Because that title fight for the undisputed heavyweight title will be against Tom Aspinall. And you're talking about, 2 years from now. And that's not fair to Tom. That's not fair to the heavyweight division. So Jon Jones needs to make a choice. Do you want this one-off legacy fight with Stipe, or are you going to be the champion of the heavyweight division for the UFC? If you're just going to fight once, then vacate the belt, man. But if you're going to, fight Stipe, and then if you win or lose, you're going to fight again and continue in this heavyweight path that you're on, then great. We'll wait for the big, undisputed heavyweight title fight between Stipe and Jon Jones. But in my opinion, I think this Jon Jones-Stipe fight will be the last fight for both of these guys, no matter who wins. And that's why I think Jon Jones should just vacate the belt. Don't make the UFC strip you, because no one wants to see Jon Jones get stripped. He doesn't deserve to get stripped per se by the UFC forcibly, but I think he should see the writing on the wall on his career and this one-off fight with Stipe and just let the heavyweight division be free of Jon Jones and Stipe. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Jon Jones should be stripped? Do you think he should vacate the belt? What do you think Jon Jones and the UFC should do with this UFC heavyweight division? The heavyweight division finally has some big guys at the top and could make this division a lot of fun. And Stipe and Jon Jones are definitely holding it back, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and discuss this fight moving forward. I don't even like this Stipe and Jon Jones fight. Stipe is going to be so old by the time they fight. I think it's stupid. If it was 6-7 years ago, I would have loved to see Jon Jones and Stipe, but they're both getting too old. I don't like it, but we'll see what happens, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.